Hello. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Yay! What a delight. Oh, hold on. Let me scooch a couple things. Ugh. Oh, Lord. Okay. Come on then. Come on then. No, come on. Oh my God. The universe is like trying to force my hand now. It's like, you have a camera. You have a really good camera. You should be using that instead. And I don't know why you're not. So I'm going to just reiterate. You've had this camera forever. It's time. Oh my goodness. Yay. Oh. Hello. We did it. We did it. We did it. It's working. I want to put on earrings, but... It's just trying to help. Yeah. It's just trying to give me some sound advice, you know? Isn't it? Isn't this cute? I love it. And it's got a little cinchy, if that's like your vibe. It's very cute. I like it a lot. Ugh. And then this is the hat. I was saying at the start of the stream that Lucy and Yak sent me a bunch of clothes because I wear the pink dungos on stream all the time. And so they reached out being like, do you want us to send you some things? Which I was so excited about. So I was like, yes. So they sent this because I said I love my pink fleece. TOS. My pink fleece is back there. And then they sent me 2 more pairs of dungos. Like a thin blue pair of dungos and another thick pair of dungos that's like this kind of color. And then this. And I put this on, and I was saying to chat, I don't think I've ever owned, like, a really nice beanie before. So I put this on, and I was like, oh my God. It just, like, fits my head nicely. Most beanies that I have, and I don't have a particularly big head, but most beanies that I have are either huge or, oh my God, my eyes are so, you can tell that I've been, like, my eyes have been just straining while I've been playing this game. Either it's huge or it feels like I have to kind of like, you know, it like suctions to my head. It just fits. It just fits perfectly on my head. It makes me so happy. So. Hi, Danny. How are you, bud? Yeah, it's pretty cute. I was so excited about this stuff showing up yesterday that I wore it to go pick up my kid. Keep in mind that keep in mind that it was hot. It was hot around the time that I needed to go pick her up. And so I got in the car and immediately thought to myself, this was a mistake. I should not have worn these things. Into the car just now, but it's too fucking late, isn't it? So, here we are. I've got my cute little orange mug. I'm ready. Is it autumn yet? In my mind, it is. Basically, the second that it's September, it's fall, as far as I'm concerned. But I've been corrected on that many times on stream, so. Mr. Lard, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you very much for subscribing.
Drinking burrito babe.
Yeah. The second it's September, my brain goes, fall. It's autumn now. How's the autumn? How's the autumn? How's the autumn today? It's pretty good, yeah. Halloween things are out, so it's autumn legally. I live in a country that doesn't really give a shit about Halloween, so they've already got some Christmas things out, and I reject that wholeheartedly. And I've got my little it matches. But Clark called me out today. She was like, "Mommy, wasn't the mushroom supposed to cover the hole in your trousers?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "But now there's another hole in your trousers." I was like, "Yes." Yes, that's true. I want to get one of those little, any of you who are chronically online, if you've seen those little weavers, the really tiny ones that you can like snap onto clothing and then do like, and then mend with them. Oh my God, I want one so bad. It's on my list. It's on my list of like things. If somebody's like, "What should I get you?" It's on there. That's what's interesting. Yeah. And every time I say this, there's somebody in chat who's like, "I'm from England and I do pumpkin things all the time." But most of the English people that I've met don't do anything with their pumpkins. They'll carve one for fun, but they don't eat the seeds. They don't eat the pulp. They don't eat pumpkins here. You know? It's not a huge thing to eat the pumpkins, which I find bizarre. Like, you're already growing it. It's a crop. It's a crop. Just eat it. It's a squash, you know? It doesn't taste nice. Maybe you haven't had good pumpkins. Yeah, they treat it kind of like, you know how up until a certain point, kale was just like the leafy green you used to showcase things at a buffet. And now everybody's like, "Wait, but it's good for you." That's kind of how I feel about pumpkins. Like, no, we use those to make our porches look spooky in October. They have no other use. And I'm like, you can do so many things with them, though. You can do so many things with pumpkins, though. Yeah. So here's my thought, right? Here's what I'm going to do, I think. Because one of my sister-in-laws usually does pumpkin carving at her house. So I think I'm going to try to sync up here. And be like, "Hey, are you planning on doing pumpkin carving? If you are, can we join forces and everything that gets scraped out of these pumpkins I use, please? I would really like that. Thank you. No, I mean, I've lived here. This is, we're coming up on 3 years here now, right? I've bought and cooked and used pumpkins. I know that they taste fine. They taste fine. Yes, there are certain types of pumpkins that you can grow that are technically sweeter, but just the general pumpkins at the grocery store taste fine. They taste fine. So thoughts on the Hellsinger game? I loved it. When Sam was getting ready to go, I was like, you gotta play this game. You gotta play this game. He was like, yeah, it won a bunch of awards, didn't it? And I was like, it deserves them all. It's a good fucking game. You should play it. Yeah, it's fantastic. We played it up until, like 15 minutes ago. It's great. I had a blast with it, so highly recommend. Good night, Dojums. Thank you for modding. Oh. I forgot. I forgot to tweet when I did coffee time. Hello, I'm done being a demon. I'm just a Grim now. Come drink coffee. Great. Great, we did it. I haven't played Roller Drum. You recommended that to me, though, didn't you? A star killer. Yeah, a star killer. I don't know if I did, but I am now. All right. Got it. That game is sick. You could play Outer Wilds. I have. And it stressed me the fuck out and I didn't enjoy it. So I'm not playing it again. But I'm delighted that so many people enjoy it. And I hope you all play it and have a great time. Yeah, I do think it's a very specific sort of game. I think that it did for people who want a game like that, and I have to kind of talk around it because there are certain aspects to Outer Wilds that I don't want to spoil for those of you who do have an interest in playing it. But exploration is like a heavy part of it, right? Which I think most people know if they've been interested in trying it. I think it does a really good job of trying to steer you in a direction for exploration. I think that for the type of game that it is, it's very good. The sort of things that stressed me out and made me anxious didn't have anything to do with like feeling directionless or anything like that. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. It just had to do with like what the game is fundamentally, basically. So yeah. Dwarf Romantics coming to Switch. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I was so excited when Tiri told me that her husband got her a Switch for her birthday. I was like, oh fuck yes, because I hadn't gotten her anything for her birthday yet. And I kept being like, what am I going to get her? Because we normally buy each other Final Fantasy 14 things. But she was on stream. She was like, yeah, you know, he got me the Switch and I'm currently borrowing games from my brother, just to see like what's good and what I enjoy. But I'm not really sure what to play. So I was very excited to, like, I just bought her a digital code for a couple of games and sent them to her. And I was like, here you go. I hope you enjoy these. The Stardew Valley mods are fantastic. There are so many. Da, 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 da. Congrats on your baby. I understand life just like basically being on pause after you've had a kid, so I totally understand. I hope things are going good. I got her Breath of the Wild because specifically because she and I used to play Zelda games together when we were kids. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get her the Zelda game, right? So I got her Breath of the Wild. And she has 2 kiddos. One of them is really interested in games and is at an age where she can like play lots of games. So I also got her Splatoon. So there's one that's like more, you know, like long running epic adventure sort of thing. And then one that's more like chicken nuggies, you know? I barely remember the first 6 months with my son, but I'm sure it was a very special time. You know what's so weird is, yeah, I remember so vividly sitting on the couch, and I've told this before, but it's the truth. I remember so vividly sitting on the couch with Clark when she was maybe like 2 or 3 months old, and she was making all these crazy noises, and I was like, I will never forget this moment. I will never forget what she looks like, what she sounds like. This is so special to me. I'll never forget. It's gone. It's gone, dude. I remember thinking that to myself, but I cannot recall. Sometimes people will send me pictures of Clark from when they visited me, and I'll say, whose baby is that? Because I forget what she looked like when she was that little. Like, it's wild. You discard so much information because shit changes so fast. And you think all of these moments are so special and beautiful. Like, when it's good, it's like so euphoric for you, you know? And when it's bad, you want to like curl into a ball. But, in those like euphoric perfect moments with your little squish ball, you're like, oh my God, I'll never forget, never ever. And then your brain and how your brain just naturally works, it's like, no. And there's studies about this, that like parents, I think specifically like the person who gave birth, but both parents tend to, all of the shit about what it was like when they were little, you discard. You get rid of. I had to remind my parents what my first word was. Yeah, I mean, I've heard like some things say, oh, it's because if you could in detail remember what pregnancy was like, birth was like, the first couple of months of having a baby was like, you would never want to have a kid again. So it's like a preservation of the species thing. I don't know how true that is. I think that you're really fucking tired during that time. And when you're tired, it is really hard to commit shit to memory. I think you're really stressed out and anxious during that time, and it's really hard to commit shit to memory. So, you know, who knows? I'm not a scientist. But something happens in that period of time where everything becomes really blurry after a while. Can you hear that? I think it needs more water. It also needs to be cleaned. I will clean it. Rain? No, it's this. It's the cat water fountain. It's drabbling a little bit. My cousin's wife crushed his hand during childbirth, and she didn't remember it a month of him in a hand cast, and she completely forgot. I believe it. I believe that. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I remember saying this at the time, but I also sometimes when I see like videos and pictures of myself right before I gave birth and like right after, I really miss how like round I was. I was very like jolly looking. Like my face was so round. I just like I don't know. I really liked it. Yeah, I was so like round and cute. I liked it. It's gone now. Man, what is with the viewer numbers today? We had 666 for a while. Now it's been frozen on 888.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito
User
babe.
00 man. Welcome to the cat gang. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, the chickens are doing fine. The other ones are starting to molt now. Bergie molted really early because, again, she's the main character. So the other two have now started to molt, which is a nightmare because we had feathers literally everywhere while Bergie was molting, and now we have two of them molting. So, Bergie is the main character, 100%. Bergie's like flipping her hair. Oh, you guys are just now molting? That's kind of embarrassing for you. If you don't mind me asking, how's the new house progression? No progression right now. We still haven't officially lost the house, but we haven't officially got it either. So it's just taking forever. I'm not going to go into specifics. It's just taking a long time. House limbo. Yeah, basically. House limbo. It is what it is. That's so frustrating. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I don't like it, but I'll deal with it, you know? Yeah, one of the things that has helped, honestly, is going on and looking for other houses that could, like, match everything that we need, so that it's less like this house is perfect for us, and if we don't get it, I'm gonna be so depressed, you know. To instead, like, sort of redirect our brains a little bit and be like, at this point, you know, it could be like a sunk cost fallacy sort of element to this. Like, we've been trying so hard to get this house, but it has been a pain in the ass, you know? So I think that it's fine to, like, go online and say, what other houses are on the market right now that technically can be what we want, you know? And when you see that there are other options, you feel a little less like, well, if we lose this, then what are we going to do, you know? So. I don't know who Bergie is. Can someone in chat catch me up? We have 3 chickens. I'm trying to remember how to say we. We have 3 chickens. Bergie's a chicken. Her full name is Chicken Burger. It's very messed up, I'm aware. She was supposed to be named by my husband, and he kept saying he wasn't sure what to name her. And then eventually Clark suggested Chicken Burger as a name. And someone in chat was like, maybe you can call her Bergie and pretend it's not as fucked up. And so I said to Clark, can we call her Bergie? And she said, sure. So her name is Bergie, Chicken Burger. And she is the main character. She's been drama since the start. She was the one that didn't have a name for the first, like, week and a half that we had her. And then she was like, I have an infected foot. You have to give me foot baths every day. And I was like, okay, I will. And then she was like, and now it's getting to be that time of year where I'm determined to be a mother. And I was like, okay, I understand, but there's no rooster. And she was like, I don't care. And if anyone comes in this coop while I'm in there, I'll lose my mind. So then we had who knows how long of her just screaming at the other chickens. Literally, I was the only person who could get near her and pick her up, and she was fine. So we had that. And then she was broken of that finally. So she's acting like a normal chicken again. And then she starts molting. And I was like, is it from stress? Like, what's going on? And looked it up. And apparently some chickens will molt early just for fun. So she was just molting early. And now she has beautiful feathers that have come in. She looks gorgeous. She's thriving. Bergie. So that's her. One of the chickens, for fun, laid an egg on the porch. Clark found an egg just sitting on the porch and was like, Mommy, one of the chickens laid an egg on the porch. And I was like, on the rocks? What? On the rocks on the porch? She was like, yeah. I can only assume it's Bergie. The other two, they're just living a normal life, dude. They come out of the coop, you know, they peck up some bugs, they eat their food, they drink their water, they chill in the sun a little bit, they go in the coop, they lay an egg, and they sleep. And that's it. And Bergie's like, but that's boring, though. Bergie's just built different. She is, I guess. I think often about, there's a guy who made a video where he was like, you know, if it feels like you have less eggs than usual, it's always good, and we've talked about this before too, it's always good to like double check your property and make sure that your chickens haven't found another place that they, for some reason, want to lay eggs. Because potentially your chickens have found another place like outside of the coop where they've just started laying eggs for whatever reason. And he walks around his yard, opens up a gate, and right inside of the gate is just a big dirt hole filled with eggs. And he was like, I never come back here. And to be honest, I have no idea how the chickens are getting back here either. And that haunts me. I think about that all the time. I'm like, are we just in a slow laying season? Are my chickens just getting a little bit older and they don't want to lay as many eggs? Or have they found a different place to hide eggs? Please don't. There are foxes around here, and the foxes will be like, those are some nice eggs. I bet there's a chicken that popped those out. I should eat that. Every time I hear one of these fucking foxes out here screaming. One of my dad's chickens lays her eggs literally in a hole in his stone wall. It's not even a big hole. Chickens are so funny. That's true. If they're smart foxes, they'll just let the chickens keep laying eggs. That's true. I'm like, oh shit. This is the spot, dude. Don't worry, I feed my chickens very well, including feeding them their eggshells back to them. They're just dramatic. Do you feel like you still like foxes as much as you used to now that you hear them scream a lot? Yeah, but there's a disconnect mentally for me, right? I still love foxes. And when I hear the screams outside, I think foxes. But for some reason, my brain doesn't like connect the two as being the same creature. Does that make sense? I kind of imagine the foxes that could potentially come around to chomp my chickens. I imagine them like this weird cross between foxes and raccoons. And I don't know why. One chicken either flies over our 8-foot fence or crawls under it. We haven't figured out which yet. She's been hiding her eggs in the neighbor's yard. Oh my god. Yeah. City foxes and country foxes, they're different, okay? They're built different. My sister just found a giant snake in her chicken coop. There's a homesteader that I follow that made a video, and the entire comment section was people like, there was a snake right next to your head in that video. He walked into his chicken, I think it was his chicken coop. He walked into his chicken coop and like in the banister, basically right above where he was standing was a snake that was just looking at him. And he was like, hey guys, thanks for letting me know there was a huge snake in my coop. Did not notice that. Yeah, I'm raising the dead. I'm loving the dread. Let's make some evil. Oh my god, why are my eyes watering so much? I'm touching my eyes a lot because while I was playing that game, you couldn't see me, but I was basically like this. Just eyes wide open the whole level, and now my eyes hurt so bad. Hey, remember to blink, guys. What were you playing? Oh, Metal Hellsinger, which is fantastic. It was so good. Can't blink. Too busy hell singing. Thank you. It's a Lucy and Yak fleece. They sent it to me. It's part of their like autumn collection, so it's this like nice orangey color I love. Yeah. I'm raising the dead. I'm in love with the dread. Let's make some evil. Oh, thank you. I like the short hair too. It's been a good vibe for me. Oh my god. The Ukrainian girl that's been staying with my in-laws for a while now. I almost never see her because she's got her own life and her own shit going on now. But I went over to their house to grab something, and I ran upstairs and we bumped into each other, and she was like, "Where's your hair?" And I was like, "Oh, I cut it all off." And she goes, "Why?" I'm like disgusted. And I was like, "I didn't want it anymore." And she just looked at me for a while and goes, and then walks away. Now, I think there's important context here that she still doesn't know a ton of English, right? So, like, continuing that conversation would have been difficult, like the nuances of it. So I'm not like I'm not trying to portray her as like trying to be mean about my hair. It was just a funny interaction. I think especially because, and not to generalize like Ukrainian culture, but when I went to Ukraine, pretty much everyone who was like our age or older that was like you know, female or female presenting was like, they did not understand why I didn't want to be as effeminate as possible, right? I've said before that like all of the ladies that worked at the school that my friend was at just started calling me handsome instead of pretty because they weren't really sure what to do with me, you know? So like I think potentially there's also an element there of like, I do not understand why you would want to cut your hair off. That doesn't make any sense, you know? Anyway, it was cute. She's very sweet. I just hadn't seen her in a while, so I could tell she was like really surprised. I had waist length hair. I chopped it up past my shoulders and it feels great. Oh my God. I'm consistently surprised at how light my head is. It feels amazing to have so little hair. It feels so nice. But I mean, I liked having longer hair. It's just that I never did anything with it. So like it feels nice to just get rid of it for a while, you know? Also, it dries so fast. It does. My hair is really thin. So, yeah. I wash it and I do this a couple of times and it takes no time at all for it to basically be completely dry. Oh my God. I grew mine out to 28 to 32 inches and then I had it cut off and donated it. And I felt weightless, I bet. My hair takes years to dry. So does Sam's. Sam's hair is wet for eons. I don't know if he said what he got for his birthday, but I asked Clark what she wanted to get Sam. This is 2 years running now that this is what she said she wanted to get him, so it's the theme now. But I was like, what do you want to get Daddy for his birthday? And she was like, I want to get him things for his hair. And I was like, okay, great. So we went to the store. She wanted to get him headbands, so we got him some like thin black headbands to keep his hair out of his face. She wanted to get him a new hairbrush, so we specifically looked for a hairbrush that was for thick hair, and he brushed his hair with it once and was like, this thing's awesome. And then I suggested that she and I together give him hair oil because he used to use hair oil when his hair was shorter and he really liked it. And I was like, you've got so much hair now. The hair oil would actually like do some work on there, you know? So yeah, so that's what she got him mostly. And then I got him, last year I got him one of those like sleeping headbands. So it's like a headband or like a thick headband thing that had like headphones inside of it and you could charge it. It was not comfy for him at all, so he like never used it, but like was really interested in the idea. So I got him a different version of the same thing, which is their earbuds, but they're like meant to be slept in basically, and you can set timers on them. So they have little buttons to set a timer, so if you climb into bed you can put something on your phone and then set a timer and say like I want this to turn off in an hour or whatever. So yeah, we'll see if that one works better. I've been looking for sleeping headphones. Can you link them? Yeah, let me see if I can find what they're called. Again, I don't know if he hasn't used them yet, so I don't know. I can't give you a review on them, you know. Comfo buds is what they were called. COMFOBUDS. Comfo buds. Sleeping earphones with noise isolation. Bluetooth sleep buds. I need that because I like sleeping to noise, but it's so uncomfortable. Yeah, I originally looked into this sort of thing because Sam would say like, oh, I need to like wind down after I've worked. But the times that I've come to bed to try and like wind down in bed, if I turn something on my phone to watch, it doesn't matter if it's on the lowest volume setting, you can hear it and you always wake up. So, but I don't want, but he doesn't want to fall asleep in like huge headphones because that's not comfy. So they're called Comfo Buds. But yeah, I don't know how they are yet. So we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see what Sam says if he likes them. Yeah, I'm raising the dead. I'm in love with the dread. Let's make some evil. Ba-da-da-da-da. You know that that TikTok audio that's like that's like Mario going, and this is the stylus. Say hello, stylus. And the stylus has like a really deep voice and goes, hello, Mario. You know that audio that people keep using? I really want to like use that audio for a Deadbeats goof. And I just don't know if I have, if I can like truly commit. The way, just so you understand the context, the way that people use it is a lot of it is how I dress most of the time, how I dress 1% of the time. So, the PG version of it is like just what a person looks like on the day to day and then what they look like when they dress up, right? Hey. That's not for you. I love you so much. That's not for you, but I love you so much. All the artists are using that sound. I haven't seen any artists use that sound somehow. It's been entirely like fashion TikTok stuff that I've seen. Hi. This is why when I feed you your normal food, you look at it and go, huh. Because there's a part of you that goes, I bet if I look hard enough, I'll be able to find something else to eat. And then Sam and I go, no! Stop the madness, Watson! Watson! This is it. Are you my T-tar now? How are we looking here? That's looking so much better. That little boo-boo back there. How about these boo-boos? I can tell you still got some little scabbies there. Yeah. The hair's growing back, though. That's good. Watson has some anxiety. It's hard to tell, like, what it is that, like, triggers her, so to speak. But she'll get into these moods where she'll just like lick herself raw. So I have to check her legs and things to make sure that she isn't like, because it's not constant. I know some cats where it's like constant licking. It's not constant. It's when she gets stressed out about something, but I don't know what it is that stresses her out, you know? This one, it's a wireless mouse. It's HyperX. HyperX Pulsefire Haste wireless mouse. I've used the this. I keep it next to me for when we do Final Fantasy 14. This was my mouse for years and years and years. It's a Razer Naga. I adore it. I still love it, but it's started being a little bitch, so I've swapped. And actually, I'm big into the wireless mouse now. So, uh-oh, my kiddo's crying. Oh, Bubby. I wonder why she cry. How often do you need to charge it? Well, I wind up charging it once a week because I swap out for the other mouse for a little bit, so I charge it during that time. Normally I'll try to just like charge it overnight when I do that. Have you had a bunny before? No. When I was little, we had bunnies, yeah. They were my brothers. And there were a million of them. You can probably guess why. One sec. Hi, baby. Hi, what's wrong? Here, let me scooch some stuff. Yeah, come here, baby. One of the chickens bit your finger. Oh, owie. I'm sorry, baby. Oh, honey. Owie. Can I look at it? Oh, owie. Goodness gracious. Why'd she do that? I'm sorry, Bubby. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Were you trying to feed her a cracker?
No.
No, she just went to grab it.
Yeah.
That's quite rude, isn't it?
Something grabbed it.
Oh, owie. I'm sorry, baby. How mean.
She got mugged by the chickens.
She got mugged by the chickens. That's what I
He
hear.
bit her hand and stole her cracker.
Oh, that's so rude.
Your chicken specifically.
I know. She said it was my chicken. But Mrs. Hudson, I'm going to have a word with her, huh? You okay?
You wanna go watch TV?
I want you to have a word with her now.
You want me to have a word with her now? Okay. I'm going to say goodbye to my stream, and then I'm going to go give Mrs. Hudson a firm talking to, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Can I give you a big hug? Guess what? I have a really fun Disney game that I think you and I should play together, okay?
Can I play it with you now?
Well, I have to say goodbye to my stream, and then I have to go tell off my chicken, and then you and I can hang out and we can play a game, okay?
And we can eat crackers.
Sure. How about do me a huge favor? Can you take your do me a favor? Can you take your uniform off so we don't get it any dirtier? Yeah. You go take your uniform off. I will say goodbye to my chat, and then tell off my chicken, and then we'll play. Okay?
Mommy's gonna have a word with
Mrs. Hudson's going to chicken jail. Mrs. Clarky got out of the car with a cracker in her hand, and Mrs. Hudson, like, went to grab it off of her and pecked her finger. Yeah, she got mugged. She got mugged, dude. Okie dokie. Let's say bye-bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you understand. I'm just going to leave this screen up. We did have a couple Valentines, though. Jerry Reg said this goes to hashtag counting the channel in our Discord. It's been 8 months and 2 days. We've come so far. We're almost there. You guys are the best. Dojum said to all the counters out there, the end times are upon us. It's been a glorious journey. I'm proud to have been with it, y'all. Rusoguru says, love you guys 3,000. This gang is the cat's meow. Aw, very sweet. All right, let's open up Raid Leader. Capsimistic, thank you again for the raid. Banisteriopsis for the 88. Onyx Ev for the 17. Tana O'Neill for the 46. Zach for the 28. Exactly for the 9. Happy Twitch, baby. Malik for the 59. T-Master Dragon for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Pop for the 9. Happy Twitch, baby. Amarian, Citro, and Court and Justice, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Blair Adana, thank you for the raid. Again, I hope you had a good stream. Citro, thank you for the gifted sub. Kytherin for the 43. Vet the Warlock for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Poshcat for the 61. Irish Geezer for the 76. Quinn the Corgi for the 44. Southern Vices for the 62. Zeraton for the 31. Von Monaco for the 75. Brett for the 28. Soshihime for subscribing. Ghoul Break for subscribing. Both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. NATO Potato for the 77. Jay Pretorius for the 57. Barry Carlian for the 19. Valerie for the 3 years.
Carlian.
You like Barry Carlian?
Yeah.
It's a good name, isn't it?
Why do you not need your light?
That's a camera. I was just deactivating it. That's all. Okay. Valerie for the 3 years. Happy anniversary. My head is really big for the 67. Soshihime for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Open Face Sandwich for the 22. Cup of Joe for the 69.
Mommy,
Yes, baby.
I like that. Yeah. Cat paws.
The cat paws clapping.
Yeah.
Can we get some clapping? Can we get some Duke clapping in chat, everybody? Cup of Joe for the 69. Major J03 for the 61. 4 p.m. in the AM for the 19. Mr. Lard for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Look at all the claps. Dr. Jazzfist for the 5 years. Happy anniversary. Overjoyed for the 91. Userman for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Callus for the 20. Curly for the 66. Jump Troop for the 39. Lord Out for the 2.
This
Fishy.
is like an obstacle course. That's like an obstacle course.
It looks like an obstacle course.
Yeah.
Do you think so? Fishy Tricks for the 9. Happy Twitch, baby. Candy and Cloves for the 30. And Funkmaster Chung for the 3. Okay, we have no raid leader. So, here, let me lift my arm up, please. Thank you. Oopsies. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da.
What's next in the song?
Yeah, I'm raising the dead. I'm loving the dread. Let's make some evil. That's our zombie song, isn't it?
Look at that little bite mark. Yeah,
From Mrs. Hudson.
Yeah.
She's quite rude, isn't she?
Actually, it was your chicken, remember?
I know, Mrs. Hudson. That's my chicken, huh? The black one. Was it the black chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, I'm getting that cracker. Huh. I'm going to take that cracker no matter what. And now look at us. Let's go say hi to Buff Pup.
Who's Buff Pup?
This person. Look. She's got fluffy hair and big ears. All right.
If she came over, you would definitely love her ears and hair.
If she came over, I would love her ears and hair.
Yeah,
You're
from
right.
that
I would.
one's-
Yeah, that's true. They are orange. You're right. It's my favorite color. Big fan. All right, everybody. Watch Deadbeats tonight. It's a cop drama where I play a good boy cop. But my next normal stream will be tomorrow. So I'll see you there. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.